Okay, now let us discuss question number 16 from the practice sheet. Question number 16 says a horse is tied to a peg at one corner of a square shaped grass field of side 15 meters by a means of 5-meter long rope. Okay, so it says that there is a 15 meter long 15 meter side field, a square field in which a horse is tied at the one of the corners, and the horse is tied with a rope of 5-meter length. We need to calculate the area of that part of the field in which the horse can graze. We need to calculate the area of that part of the field in which horse can graze. And second thing, the increase in the grazing area if the rope were 10 meter long instead of 5 meter long. Okay, so question number 16, let us first draw the diagram for this question. The diagram for this question will be, there is a square field like this, okay, or it might look like a rectangle. So this is a square field and the sides of this square field are 15 meters and 15 meters. Okay, this is a field, and let us say at this corner I have tied a horse with a 5-meter long rope. Okay, so horse is tied with a, let us say, 5-meter long rope, and this is the horse. Now I need to determine how much area can this horse graze if he is tied at one corner with a 5-meter long rope. So for that I need to determine the motion of this horse. I need to determine in which area this horse can move. If somehow I can determine the area that this horse can move, I can very easily determine the area in which this horse can graze in this field. So what you can see is, this is a point at which the horse is tied, and the length of rope that is fixed in the neck of horse is, on the neck of horse, is 5 meters. The length of this rope is 5 meters. So if I can see horse, I can deduce that horse can at max go away 5 meter from this particular pole. The maximum distance that horse can travel from this pole is 5 meter only, because he cannot go beyond 5 meter, because the length of rope on his neck is of 5 meters. So what I can say is, the horse cannot move 5 meter away from this particular pole. Can it move towards the pole? Yes, it can move towards the pole. It can come at the pole as well, but it cannot go more than 5 meter away from the pole. So what I can see is, the horse can travel in this area. Horse can move in this particular area, and you can see this particular area is a square. This particular area is a circle, because as the definition of circle says, it is the locus of a point which is away from the fixed point, okay, at a fixed distance, which is always moving at a fixed distance from a fixed point. So horse can move only maximum up to 5 meter from this particular pole. So if I try to draw the diagram, or if I try to draw the motion of the horse, I can see it can travel in this circular way, on this circular path, and in between this path he can travel anywhere on this path, but he cannot go outside this path, because maximum he can move is 5 meter away from the pole. So definitely this will be the motion of the horse, but the condition is, the field is only this much. The field starts from here and will come like this. So if I talk about in respect of field, the horse can graze only this much area. only this much area. Now, what kind of area is this? This area seems to be a sector of this particular circle. And what will be the angle that this sector is subtending at the center? I will say, since this is a square field, all the angles in a square are 90 degree, hence this angle is definitely equal to 90 degrees. So I need to calculate area of sector. Area of sector for this particular rope length. For rope length, equals to 5 meters. Now what will be the area of sector? It will be theta is 90 degree into pi into r square is 5 square divided by 360. So this will give you, this is crossed and this is 25 pi by 4 meter square. So horse can graze only this much area, 25 by 4 pi meter square. He can move in this area, but field is only this much. फील्ड सिर्फ इतना ही है, यहाँ पे ये फील्ड नहीं है, इसीलिए सिर्फ इतने एरिया को ही वो ग्रेस कर पाएगा और 25/7 पाई 25/4 पाई मीटर स्क्वायर का एरिया कवर कर लेगा. ओके, नाउ इफ दिस रोप इज ऑफ 10 मीटर, अगर लेटस से ये रोप जो है ये 10 मीटर की हो जाती है, सो हॉर्स विल बी हियर. नाउ सिंस द लेंथ ऑफ रोप इज 10 मीटर, now horse can move in a big area and this will be the area in which horse can move. But again, horse will travel in a circular direction, but field will only be in this much part. Field सिर्फ यहाँ पर ही है, field इसके बाहर नहीं है. So this is the field. So definitely I can see this is also a sector of this particular circle. Okay, and this sector also has an angle of 90 degree. So definitely area of sector for 10 centimeter for rope length is equals to 10 meters. I can say the horse can graze an area of 90 into pi into 10 square divided by 360. So this will give you 4 and this will give you 25 pi meter square. So if the rope length is 10 meters, then horse can move in 25 pi meter square. He can move in this much area. Okay, so rope length 5 meter, it means this much area. Rope length 10 meter, it means this much area. Now imagine, let us add some more puzzle in this question. If I say that what will be the area if rope length becomes 20 meters. Now what will happen if rope length become 20 meters? How much area will this horse graze on this field if the rope length is 20 meters? What you will say? You will say that the horse can move from this point to 20 meters, so this point, so horse can travel this much distance. So horse can graze this much distance. But what I am saying is, since the field is only 15 by 15, field is not more than 15 meter by 15 meter. So definitely if horse even can move in this circle, he cannot graze more area than the area of field. So what I can say is, if rope length is 20 centimeter but field is only 15 meter cross 15 meter, so maximum area that horse can graze will be equals to area of field. Then the maximum area that horse can graze is equal to area of field. He cannot graze area more than this. Okay, so what will be the area of field? It will be 15 into 15 meter by 15 meter, length into breadth. So area is 225 meter square. So this condition is valid if rope length is 20 meter. What happen if rope length is 100 meter? Again, even if he can travel in 100 meter area, but the area of field is only 225 meter square. So if rope length is also 100 meter or 30 meter or anything greater than I will say 15 root 2. Okay, the point, this point, to move at this point, this is the end point, this is the farthest point from this pole from which at which the horse is tied. So I will say any rope length, for any rope length greater than 15 root 2 meters, the horse greater than or equal to, okay, so greater than or equal to 15 meters, the horse can graze whole field. Okay, the horse can graze whole field. Why? 15 root 2 is the length of this diagonal. Okay, this diagonal, the length of this diagonal is 15 root 2. So the maximum length that required to reach this point for the horse is 15 root 2 only. Okay. So this is a very interesting question. We have added something more interesting in this particular question. Okay. So this is a logical question. The given question is important for your school exam, but this part is important for your NTSE exam. Okay, so this is the solution for question number 16. Now let us move to question number 17. Question number 17 says a brooch is made with silver wire in the form of a circle of diameter 35 mm. Okay, the wire is also used in making 5 diameters with which divide the circle into 10 equal sectors as shown in the figure. Find the total length of the wire required, okay, and the area of each sector of the brooch. Okay, so let us understand this question. It says a brooch is made with silver wire. We have silver wire and we are making some brooch using this silver wire. Question number 17, and the diameter of this brooch is 35 mm. So I have drawn it like this, and the diameter of this brooch is 35 mm. Now it further says the wire is also used in making 5 diameters. Okay, this wire from which I have made the boundary of this brooch, I have used the same wire to make 5 diameters inside this. You can see the figure, 5 diameters inside this brooch. This is one diameter, this will be the second diameter, this will be the third diameter, this will be the fourth diameter, and this will be the fifth diameter. So I have made 5 diameters using the same silver wire which I have used to make the boundary of this brooch. Okay, so it says what is the total length of silver wire required. Now understand the concept. I am writing that total silver wire required is equal to, now for that we should see where I have used silver wire. The first thing I have used for silver wire is to make the boundary of this brooch. Now the radius of this brooch will be, 35 by 2 mm. Okay, diameter is 35 mm and the radius is 35 by 2 mm. So total silver wire, the boundary of this brooch, since it's a circle, so what will be the boundary? The boundary is circumference. So it will be 2 pi into r is 35 by 2. So this much is the boundary of the circle. So this is the circumference of the circle. This much wire is used to make the boundary. Now after that I have made 5 diameters inside this circle also. So for each diameter I require 35 mm of wire. So for 5 diameters, I am going to add 35 5 times. Okay. So this much is the wire that is required to make this particular circle, to make this particular brooch. Now how much it will be? I can take 35 as common, to the bracket pi plus 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So 5 mm. So 35 into pi plus 5 mm of wire is required to make this brooch. Try to understand. This is the circumference, this is the diameter, this is the diameter, diameter, diameter and diameter. Okay. Now second thing that I need to calculate is the area of each sector of the brooch. Since you can see we have divided this brooch in 10 equal sectors. This is first sector, this is second, this is third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth and 10th. Okay. So first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth and this is the 10th. So since all the sectors are equal, I need to calculate the area of this sector. For that, area of sector we know, area of sector is equal to we know that area of sector is equals to theta into pi r square upon 360 degree. So what is theta? We need to see the theta. See, this complete circle is 360 degree. I have divided this particular circle in 10 different parts. So what each of this angle will be? अगर मैं इस सर्कल को 360 डिग्री को 10 टुकड़ों में बांटता हूं, 10 बराबर टुकड़ों में बांटता हूं, so each angle theta will be equals to 360 upon 10, that is 36 degrees. Each angle will be 36 degrees. Now area of each sector will be 36 into pi into r is 35 by 2 whole square upon 360. So when you solve this, it will be 1 by 10 into 35 upon 4 into pi mm square. This will be the area of each sector of brooch. Okay. Now you can solve this to determine the area of sector of brooch, each sector. So what you can see is this question is not at all complicated. It just requires a presence of mind that if it is talking about total wire, total silver wire, so I have made the brooch as well as the diameters of the brooch. So total wire should be this area, this length plus all these 5 lengths. Okay. So this is the solution for question number 17. Okay, so you can note this, then we will continue. Okay, now let us discuss question number 18 from the practice sheet. Question number 18 says an umbrella has 8 ribs which are equally spaced, see figure. Assuming umbrella to be a flat circle of radius 45 centimeters, find the area between the 2 consecutive ribs of the umbrella. Okay, so question number 18 says assume that umbrella is a flat circle. It's a flat circle. Flat circle means like this, and on this circle what it says is assume that it's a flat circle and umbrella has 8 ribs. The ribs are 8 which are equally spaced. Okay, so it means I can draw ribs like this. See, I can assume that these are equally spaced ribs. This is first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh and 8th. So we have 8 ribs and the radius of this circle is given as 45 centimeters. Okay, 45 centimeter is the radius of the circle. Now what it says is I need to calculate the area between 2 ribs. Let us say this is one rib and let us mark any 2 ribs. Since I can say that area between any 2 consecutive ribs will be same. Why? Because all the ribs are equally spaced. So if I calculate the area between these 2 ribs, this much area, then this area will be equal to area between these two ribs also, this area. So both the areas will be equal, or I can calculate any area. What I can see is area between any two consecutive ribs is equal to area of sector with angle theta. What I can see is, from the diagram it is very clear that area between any two ribs, let us say these two ribs. So area between these two ribs, this area, let us say this angle is theta. Area between the two consecutive ribs is similar to the area of a sector whose angle is theta degrees. Now what exactly is theta? We can see that this is theta, this is theta, this is theta, this is also theta, this is also theta. All the angles are theta degrees. Why? Because ribs are equally spaced. So in all I have 8 different angles, theta, 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 and this is also thetas. So I can say 8 times of theta is equals to 360 degrees, because the complete angle is 360 degree. So the value of theta is 360 upon 8. This is the angle theta. So area between any two consecutive ribs is equals to area of sector with an angle theta, where theta is this angle. So what will be the area? It will be theta into pi r square upon 360, where theta is 360 upon 8 into pi is, let us write pi as it is, then it will be 45 square, okay, because the radius is 45 centimeters, 45 upon 360, this much centimeter square. This is the area between any two consecutive ribs of this particular umbrella, okay. You can see this question is also very simple. We have just applied the formula for area of sector. Now let us solve question number 19. A car has two wipers which do not overlap. Okay, you have seen the wipers of a car, they do not overlap each other. Each wiper has a blade of length 25 centimeters sweeping through an angle of 115 degrees. Find the total area cleaned at each sweep of the blades. Okay, so question number 19. Let us say that this is the window of a car. Let us say this is the window of a car. On this window there are two wipers whose blade length is 25 centimeters. Let us say this is one of the wiper. The length of this blade is 25 centimeter, and this is one more wiper which is again of 25 centimeter. Now if these two wipers move, they move with an angle of, they clean an area in an angle of 115 degrees. It says that these two wipers clean an area of 115 degrees at a time, this much area. Okay, so if both the wipers start from this point, they will move in this direction, this will also move in this direction, and they will sweep an area of they will sweep an angle of 115 degrees. This angle or this angle, the angle will be 115 degrees. Okay, 115 degrees. Now what I need to calculate is total area cleaned at each sweep. What I can see is, if these two blades move like this in this direction, if they move in like this, I can say they will cover a sector of 115 degrees. From the motion of the blades, it is very clear that they will form in a sector of a circle. Okay, they will form a sector of a circle. This will be a sector of a circle, this will be a sector of a circle. So area cleaned at each sweep at each sweep will be equals to area cleaned by first blade plus area cleaned by second blade. Now, what will be the area cleaned by the first blade? Area cleaned by first blade will be the area of sector whose angle is 115 degrees. So, for first blade I can write it will be theta is 115 into pi r square upon 360 plus for the second blade, again the second blade also subtends an angle of or covers an angle of 115 degrees. So, again the area will be 115 into pi r square upon 360. So, this will become 2 times 115 into pi as it is into radius. What is the radius? Radius means the length of blade. Length of blade is 25 centimeters. So, this is 25 square upon 360. So, this will be the area swept by the two blades, this much centimeter square. Okay. These two diagrams look like sectors. So, this is the solution for 19th question. It's again a very easy question. You can see it is not at all difficult. Just the complexity is where you need to determine that this area is basically a sector. Okay, you need to just observe this as a sector. So, 19th question we have completed. Now, 20th question. Question number 20 says two warn ship for underwater rocks. To warn ships for underwater rocks, a lighthouse spread a colored light over a sector of 80 degree to a distance of 16.5 kilometers. Find the area of the sea over which ships are warned. So, what it says is question number 20. There is a lighthouse near a sea, and this lighthouse basically warns the ship. How it warns the ship? It cannot shout and tell the ships that there are rocks, because ships should be warned for the rocks, because it may happen accident. Okay, there may happen accident of the ships when they strike the rock. So, what technology is used to save ships from the rock is, let us say this is a sea. Okay, if this is a sea, there is a lighthouse at one of the corner. At some place there is a lighthouse, and this lighthouse used to spread red colored light in the area where there is a rock. For example, let us say there is a ship here. There is a ship here which is moving in this direction, okay, and there are rocks here. So, what will happen? This lighthouse will project light. This lighthouse will flash light in this particular area, so that this ship can see this light and understand that there are rocks, there is a dangerous area. So, it will not move here, it will change its direction and move in some particular other direction. Okay. So, it says that this lighthouse, to warn ships for underwater rocks, lighthouse spreads a red colored light over a sector of 80 degrees. So, the angle between these two light beams, the angle will be equals to 80 degrees. It spreads the light in a sector of 80 degrees, and to a distance of, the distance up to which this lighthouse can spread the light is 16.5 kilometers of distance. It can spread the light in 16.5 kilometers distance. So, we need to calculate, find the area of the sea water over which ships are warned. So, in which area I can warn the ships? I can warn the ships in this particular area. So, this will be the area. Now, this is the area of a sector. So, what I can write is area of sea in which ships are warned is equals to area of sector which subtends an angle of 80 degrees. So this angle is 80 degree, okay, and lighthouse spreads light in this particular area. This is a sector whose length is 16.5 kilometers. So maximum distance it can sweep, it can spread the light is 16.5 kilometers only. So area will be equals to theta is 80 degree into pi into r square is 16.5 square upon 360. So just solve this particular value and this will give you area in kilometer square. So in this much area the ships can be warned in the sea that where are the underwater rocks, so that accident may not happen, okay. Okay, so you can use pi as 3.14 as mentioned in the question. It will simplify this question further. So this is the solution for 20th question. We have completed this question. Now first you note this, then we will continue from 21.